VISEART palette here. If you can see this palette right here to create the gray smoky eye. We're mostly going to focus on these 3 lash shades. But to begin, we're going to use the transitioning shade, and that's going to be the shade right here. So let's get started, people. Let me start transitioning with those 2 shades. So I like to use 2 types of different transition shades. So I like to use a super light and a medium brown. So we're going to start with the super light right now. Basically, the super light one we're just using to create a little bit of a better gradient between my brow bone and my crease. Since I don't really have a crease, I mostly have like a bulb. So that's what we're doing. So I'm still using the light shade to kind of conceal my bulb. Sort of. Doesn't really make a difference, but for me, I feel like it makes the biggest difference. Neglect the inner part, the inner portion of your eye, because that part usually gets neglected. If you're doing your eyes before foundation, usually kind of stays blank. So use your transitioning shade right in that portion so it doesn't stay blank. On with the deeper transitioning shade. Right now we're going to be a little bit lower right there. So always from the outside towards the inside. Working with cooler colors, I like my transition to be on the warmer side. There we go. Now I'm gonna literally go with the deepest shade of gray and pack it right on my eyelid. It's funny because in the camera it looks way lighter and brighter than it is in actuality. I think my light may be a little too bright. While I'm applying it on my eyelid, I also like to blend out my lid shade into my transition shade, but it's not a full blend because we're gonna add a color to do that. Okay, now we're gonna use another fluffy blending brush. You could use the same brush, and we're gonna dip it in this lighter gray shade to blend between my lid and my transitioning shade. Do you guys like fall? I don't know if I like fall. I think I don't like fall until it's actually fall. Like, I'm not looking forward to fall, but then when it's fall, the fact that you can wear jackets, wear like a little bit more makeup, because I feel like in the summer I don't feel like wearing makeup because it's too hot, and in the fall at the same time it's gloomy and a little depressive, so I don't know how I feel about fall. Let me know how you feel about fall. I felt like that was the perfect eye for a fall day because it's like literally super gloomy and cold outside, so I thought let's do something kind of fall appropriate. So I'm gonna go back with my transitioning shade because I really want a nice gradient. We already have that, but I just want to warm up my crease basically by going back with the darker transitioning, not the first one, the second one. Now to make it a little bit smokier, we're gonna add some black. I wasn't sure if I was gonna use black, but I feel like it, so let's do it. So I'm just gonna focus it basically on the outer portion of my eye and bring it in. I don't know if you can see the difference between this eye and this eye already. What it does, it just like intensifies the look. Alright. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better what this is looking like. I don't know if I should have kept you like that from the beginning. Maybe it would have been a better view. Wouldn't have been. Oopsie. So this is still using the black and just bringing it in. So I'm back. I cleaned up under my eyes. Now we're going to move on to the face. I've already prepped my face using MAC Prep and Prime foundation. That's one of my favorite primers, so I use that a whole lot. I've already primed my face using that, and today we're going to be using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus with 50 SPF. Whatever. I have a review on this that's already up, so you can go and check it out at the end of this video. So let's get it poppin'. So with this foundation, I usually use 1.5 pumps because the coverage is pretty good, and that's more than enough. So continuing with my face, we're gonna use the Born This Way concealer. I use the shade Butterscotch. I don't know how I feel about this concealer just yet, so if you guys want a review on this, just let me know and we might be able to make that happen. So I'm literally just blending my concealer. And I really love this sponge. I don't remember, I think that this sponge is from Eco Tools and I got it from Walmart. No, from Winners. So if you can get your hands on this sponge, I really recommend. I use this side for foundation, this shorter side for concealer, and this for the edges. It's really nice. You may be wondering why I did my eyes first. Simple, I just didn't want the fallout of my eyeshadow to fall onto my concealer, so I would have to correct it and start over. Clearly, we don't want that. Now on to my favorite part, the setting and baking. I love this. This is one of my newfound love. I just really highly recommend this loose powder. This is a Chanel Universal powder, and I use the shade 40. Yeah, 40 Doré, and I absolutely love it. It comes with the powder puff, and I literally just use the powder puff that's in it to set and bake my whole face. I bake under my eyes first, like a little heavy, because I get quite a bit of creasing, so I do that first. I don't want too much powder, and whatever's left on my powder puff I like to set my face with. I used a lot today. I usually don't like to use that much, but life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dust away mostly what's on the face and leave my under eye. Then I'm gonna bronze using mineralized powder in Dark Deep. This is the old packaging. The new packaging doesn't look like that, but it is the MAC mineralized powder. I'm gonna use the shade Dark Deep as bronzer, basically, outside of my face. Then we're gonna contour the face. I'm gonna use Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50. I don't know why I keep showing you, because I'm telling you and you know. So this is the Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50. I'm just using a small angle brush and going in the hollows of my cheeks.
I don't know if you can see the difference. Cutting my cheeks and my face slightly. From one side to the other. More definition, more defined.
Alright, so it's been setting under our eyes for long enough. I'm just gonna use a little fluffy brush like this and dust off the excess powder. Dust off really easy because this powder is super fine. What's that? So we're just doing that. And I like to go with Studio Fix powder right on top. This is not the one. I'm sorry. Studio Fix powder in NC42. I feel like it gives me a flawless under eye, just to buff it under, gives me extra coverage and just a smooth matte finish. I don't know if I should zoom you in while I do this. Smooth and matte. See that? Amazing. I like to do it bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. So that's nice and smooth. And you can like highlight the top of your cheeks like this. If you don't like a shimmery highlight. Oh my god, see how it's shiny around my nose? You just wanna hit that. Alright, so now that our face is done, I just threw on a little bit of highlighter and a little bit of bronzer. We're just gonna go back in the palette, use a darker gray, and smudge it with a small brush under the eyes. I am so sorry I lost the audio for this portion, but it's really self-explanatory. I am just smudging the gray under my eye, and as you can see in a few seconds, I'm gonna dip my brush in the black eyeshadow just to deepen the lash line to make it more smoky, and then we can move on to the next step. Okay guys, I totally forgot about you. My camera caught off and I didn't even notice. So I'm doing my lips. I'm done with the lashes. Now I'm applying Venom by Anastasia Berlioz on my lips. The final look for my great smoky eye. I was just getting some fall vibes and I think I translated that pretty well into my look. So this is the finished result. Please let me know your future suggestions for future tutorials or videos you'd like to watch in the comments section. It would be really appreciated to know what you guys want to see. So see you next time. Bye.